Welcome back, Bravehearts, and welcome back to the New World Practitioner live Q&A show. This is the New World Health Show, and what this is all about, it's all about us. We'll talk about products if you want to know. If you want to know about non-surgical that we do. If you want to know about coming to Ixtapa World Healing and Training. If you want to come down here with your family or your loved ones and take a personal treatment and training, so that you can learn how to master your health and help each other become well, okay? Or if you want to come down here and just take the whole life coach and master the nutritional, emotional part of your life, or take the Wolf non-surgical, which is the most powerful body work in the world. And I can say that because we offer a money-back guarantee that the first treatment, we will show you that we will reverse the irreversible and do more than all the other treatments combined. And understand something, we're going to keep saying the same message, repeating the same thing over and over again. And why do we have to do it? Because people don't believe it. What do you think?
Totally right. And repetition is what stays in you. The more we repeat, the more we believe, and it will become, we'll take action to repeat. So the reminder is, the message is being sent to us as reminders that we have to take action to be our own practitioner, our own doctor, our own physician, and heal ourselves.
But first you need to understand that your thoughts are not yours.
Totally.
And people don't get that. Yes, they are. They're coming from my brain. Well, your brain is yours, but what we don't understand on a health point of view is that your beliefs make and shape you. And those beliefs make up your personality, and those beliefs are not yours. We can conclusively say through studies that 70 to 90% of all of your beliefs are toxic. Okay? Oh, no, they're not, Dr. Wolf. Then how could you take something that's invisible, that doesn't exist, and tell everyone that it's killing everyone when it's not, and people are falling for it? And I'm done talking about that. I'm just trying to tell you, there's a great example, right?
Yes.
And know this, okay, everybody? Enjoy your summer, because they're coming for you. I guarantee you by Thanksgiving, we're going to end up being the turkey, and they're going to stuff us, and they're going to stuff us with their BS. Their belief systems that, guess what, between the sea thing and between climate change, we all have to stay home and lock ourselves down because the end of the world's coming. What do you think, Serena?
Well, believe in yourself and do what you need to do for your own self. Take care, love yourself. And this Wolf Whole Life Coach is so amazing. Daryl's right. The invisible creates the physical. And if you don't take action and believe in yourself, the invisible will become so out of control, and the physical will even magnify itself. You will need the medical practitioners to help you, which is like, I think for me, as soon as you approach your medical practitioners for what you created yourself inside you, we're heading for trouble. So the whole life coach with dealing with your emotions, which I have done 2 of it, and I'm so happy I did it. I loved it. And the first session, I was like, oh my God, this guy speaks the truth and tells it like it is. And I'm so glad. But I'm like, oh, is this me? Oh, that's me. That was me. Oh. And all the realization coming down for me. And at the second course, I accepted everything and worked towards changing myself, observe, learn, and grow. Beautiful stuff. You guys have to come and join us. And we also have amazing products here that supports your healing, your journey. I cannot say enough of the products that Daryl carries here. They are wonderful. I used to take lots of other products, but as each of his products improved my situation, I started to ditch the other so-called natural products, and it is amazing. Every product on the shelf here that you see is just super wonderful. It heals, it helps, and it works. That's the best thing, is that it works, right?
And it actually took me 40 years to do it. So, you know, every few years you'll find a product that actually can stand the test of time and is high vibrational enough to make changes in people.
Yeah.
Okay?
I'm so grateful Daryl went through the trouble, and someone's asking me, I'm Serena from Singapore, and I've been here for 7 months, and I love every moment of it. It was amazing. So I implore you guys to come on and join us and have fun with us and test all this out. Check out all these products for whatever your needs are. You don't have to take everything. You take what works for you, and within your budget.
A perfect day consult is,
yes.
is the way to go, though.
Perfectly.
Okay, first of all, if you go and do shopping on your own and do research on your own, I think that's amazing. You should. And then what you should do is call up, and if you want, then challenge us. Okay, challenge us. Challenge yourself first, then challenge us. And then guess what? Then what we'll do is this. Don't buy any products, please. I don't want people just buying products, wasting money.
Yes.
And that's the truth, right?
That's the truth. Don't buy anything yet.
Spend $150 and get a perfect day consult, which right off the bat, can you hand me the manual, please, underneath the fan? Okay.
Perfect day or
Yeah, no,
The
perfect day.
yeah.
And then you can give the non-surgical to Serena. She'll just put it back here. So here, everyone, just so you know, we are doing some tweaking, but if you get a consultation, you can buy this manual at cost, and I mean a cost. If you get a perfect day consultation, this is called this is called the Perfect Day Lifestyle Guide. And this is actually what you get in a PDF form for free when you do the consultation for $150. We'll also tape your consultation, which is an hour, or you can tape it. But here's what happens. We're going to give you lifetime support. Now, if we had something that didn't work, you'd drive us nuts. Because if you don't get well, then there's going to be a lot of bumps for us with you. Understand something. Look, it took them years to brainwash you into getting you to think the way you think, eat the way you eat, drink the way you drink, do the things you do that are not good for you. She already said it at the beginning. It's all repetition. It's nothing more than that. So if you would allow us to just keep repeating, and if you have to ask us the same question over and over and over again, we are called trainers, and trainers are patient so that they can take their patients and make them into healing mechanisms. That would be you. So understand something. No more are you going to get a consult from someone and then go, oh God, now what do? I got 3 bags or 2 bags full of supplements, okay? And now I'm going to take them. And guess what? You're only as good as you take them. But understand something. What if you worked with someone and you started changing your beliefs? Remember something. If all your beliefs were dipped in unconditional love, respect, and honor and total forgiveness for yourself for everything you ever did or ever going to do, because trust me, somebody who totally loves himself does not harm anyone, but you will upset your family, you will upset people. That's not going to stop. Because as soon as you learn to love yourself totally, they think that that's selfish. But if you're not selfish enough to know how to love yourself, respect yourself, and take care of yourself, then you are going to head to the butcher shop. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. And like we said, everything starts off in the psychological and goes into the biological, and then we get ourselves in trouble. And when you believe that the body doesn't heal, when you believe that you are not enough and you are stupid, that's because you have stupid thoughts. Understand something. The brain is only as smart as your thoughts. The brain is only as stupid. And the reality is your brain is not smart at all. The brain is a computer that runs programs which are called your beliefs, and it is a chemist, and it can be a mad scientist if you're in fight, fright, or flight. And if you don't learn how to breathe and do the Lionheart breath and put a slight smile on your face and stay in the parasympathetic, then guess what? All hell's going to break loose.
Yeah.
And she was there.
Been there and back.
She went to hell and back. How many radiations did you do?
33.
How many chemos did you do?
6.
Okay, yep. And guess what? You see, you can't see it if you do a close-up. It's almost gone.
Yeah.
Okay, there was a hole in her nose, and it also was here and over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was all getting a hole, and And guess what was coming out of her? Radiation was coming out of her because they radiated her sinuses. And okay, here's what people do. Dr. Wolf, what? Oh my God, I was feeling great on your products and now I don't feel so good. I go, listen, just slow down a little bit, breathe, keep the water going. Guess what? If I left my house and I walked down the street 4 blocks, and each house we will call a symptom. So home would be fantastic health. As I leave my house, different symptoms come upon me, and that, let's say, would be each house I see would be a symptom. I get to the store, which is called disease, which there are no diseases, which is just being out of alignment with oneself. I say, what the hell, how did I get here? I don't want to be here. And then you never take massive action unless your life is being threatened, or you have somebody in your family that has already raised themselves and they're raising you, and you're ready to be raised. Okay. I'm at the disease. There's no such thing as diseases. The diseases just tell us where's the weak link in the body, but unless it's whole body healing, it's never going to last. So now we got to go from the store, which is the disease, back home. I said, now you're just walking back home. And I've said this a million times, there is no healing crisis, there's only healing. Nobody's in crisis. And here's the deal. If you connect to your breath, even if you feel some pain, and you smile, and you keep smiling, and you leave smiles all the way home from the store, which is disease, back home to health, which is vitality, and you smile your way through, you connect to your breath, and you go, I got this. If you'd learned how to do the pelvic squats, if you learned how to do the crab stretch, if you learned how to do clapping, you can clap any pain out of your body. Yep. Can you grab that? The clapper? You can. If I got a pain here in my knee, I'm going to clap it out. If I got a pain in my neck, I'm going to clap it out. Remember something, all pain, all swelling, all inflammation, and all stiffness is because you created a physical block from an emotional block because you couldn't let go. Because you were made into a little sinner and you put yourself in judgment jail, or you said, I failed at this and I'm just a failure, when you've got to fail at something hundreds of times, sometimes thousands, to become a master. And understand something, they fail too. They can't get you to buy their drugs until you've watched 10,000 commercials of the same drug. And then guess what? You go, oh my God, did you hear that? They said they could get rid of my headache, but I could die a million deaths. But the reality is when you get the headache, because your subconscious, which is 90% of your brain, rules your life, you get up and you go to the store and you take their drug, you didn't think.
Yeah, like I didn't think. So I went for my...
Well, somebody else was doing your thinking and you did think. If I gave you a hammer and told you that was a screwdriver, you'd still try to tighten that screw, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's reality. I had somebody on here saying, Dr. Wolf, when are you going to return my phone call? I can tell you, when you called me, Nancy, I was on a plane, getting on a plane. And there was no way I could answer you. Now, everybody, I need you to understand something. My extension is number 5. And please do not take this wrong. Let me tell you, when's the last time that a doctor that does what I do gave out his phone number to you and said call? I don't think that happened. But it might have. So the reality is 855-900-4544, extension 5. The grease, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. Nancy, you got to call me back.
Keep calling.
And the reality is Nancy, if you left a message, I don't check my messages. Okay, I can't check my messages. Okay, do you see the things that I do in one day? So I've had to let some things go because I do want to go for a swim at the end of the day. I do want to go and eat my salad. Okay, I do want to just stay. So understand, I will take your call, Nancy. Okay, you can call me this afternoon. Never give up anyone. You can call my staff. They'll write the number down at 855-900-4544 and say, Daryl, call him. I've got, let me see, where is it here? It's in my pocket right here. Let me see who it is. See, look at this. I just did 2 shows this morning, so I couldn't answer my phone. Okay. Nat called. He works for me. He's a graphic artist. Kathleen on WhatsApp, and she's from Mexico. Okay, I'm going to call them back. It's as simple as that. So I called you one time, Dr. Wolf. What are you doing? I left a message for you. What are you up to? I don't know. What are you up to? So we're going to do our best, aren't we?
Right.
And just know that, Nancy, you matter something to me. Your calls matter, okay? All right, let's see if there's anything else here. I'm going to play with this thing here and see if I can get over it. Just give me a second, everyone. This is a little awkward, but I can do this. Can you go to the start on my... oh, wait, I got it, I think. Yeah, I got it. Okay, here we go. Okay, when do you... oh, Nancy, when do you return calls? As soon as you call me. And if I see your number and I'm traveling or I've got some time, I'm always going to call you, okay? All right. Can you see anything there? I'm just trying to go through everyone. I don't have anybody reading this for me, which my guys should read it and highlight it, but I'll do it. Looking good. Nose is healed right up. That's Truth Lover. Thank you, Truth Lover.
Thank you.
Yeah, hasn't it healed?
Yes.
Isn't she beautiful? When she came here, understand, what did your skin look like? Your whole body.
Oh, I was crepe paper. I looked much, I don't want to say, but I'm like gobsmacked at the effectiveness of the products here. The C60 is amazing.
And I will say this,
iodine.
I got to cut in because I want to say this, and believe it or not, this beautiful lady, and she is beautiful, she's so helpful to everybody here, and but she has helped me bridge the gap, and I want to tell you, within 6 to 8 weeks, we will have Thunder Shrooms, which are, we carry the only mushroom product that's 30 to 90 years old. And if I told you the stats on this for autoimmune disease and cancer, you wouldn't believe it, so I'm not going to say it. And also, I don't want to have my Facebook taken down, okay? But the reality is, this is how we work. Every few years, something comes along that is so vitally important to people. Okay, just know this, that when it comes to mushrooms, most of them you take are only 6 weeks old and they're grown in a lab. These are grown in the wild and they're 30 to 90 years old, and nobody processes the mushrooms like this or has the research that this person has on these mushrooms.
Yeah.
True story?
True story. I've been there in the lab myself, met all the professors that did the research. It's amazing. When the thunder shrooms are out, well, come on.
And understand, everyone, I get on here a lot and go, we have the best that we can find in this. We have the best we can find in that. But understand something. You've got my extension, or call my staff and tell them that you want to come on the phone and challenge me. Just do it. Just challenge me. Challenge yourself and then challenge me. But first challenge yourself to make sure that when you get on here, that you can be a real good challenger. Right?
Right.
Okay.
Get
all
your
right.
facts.
Peg, which product's best for the beginning of occasional blurred vision and how to utilize them? What emotions involved with that address? Well, first of all, you're not seeing things clearly. And believe it or not, Peg, when it comes to women, women do not stand in their power, okay? Women believe and have been trained since little girls that their job is to suffer more than everyone they love, okay, because they're the caretakers. But your blurred vision on a emotional level is you're not seeing clearly. So it's not an eye disorder yet. And on a physical level, you could use daily cleansing tea and the ultimate coffee enema. And on a physical level, that's the only way to clean that liver. And the liver's directly connected to the eyes. And other things for the eyes are what?
I used to use Bright Eyes, the nanofolic acid, but lately I've been using iodine right into my eye, and I find it really
Okay,
helps.
but understand something. The infinite eye, don't put other iodines in your eye, please. Don't ever say that. You got to say the name. Oh my gosh, if they would have put other iodine in their eye, we would be like in trouble.
The infinite iodine. I take it back.
Our infinite iodine is non-toxic, but what I would tell her, and I tell everyone, is this. If you would have put the infinite iodine in, usually prior to not doing the fulvic nanodrops, because the fulvic nanodrops bring in what? 70 micronutrients to feed the eye, and they also will take 600 times their weight in acidity and heavy metals out of the eye. And it'll help pick up infection. But you can take the Bright Eyes 50% and then the Silver Bullet liquid.
Yes, that's what I used to do.
Right here, Silver Bullet liquid. And if you take it 50% each and you put that in your eyes, that's a good where to start.
Yes.
Because the Silver Bullet liquid creates an environment that no bacteria, no viral, and no fungal can live in.
Totally.
And that's it. Totally non-toxic.
Yeah.
The infinite iodine will go in and disinfect in seconds.
That was how I started. First 50% silver bullet liquid and 50% of the eye drop, fulvic eye drop. Then I graduated to the eye drop on its own. And then I'm now using the infinite iodine. I don't have to use it so much, just one spray, but it's not, it's just because I get wet eye sometimes on my right eye from the radiation, but it's just wonderful. But indeed, you have to take
blue light
small
poisoning,
steps.
it's the blue light that's really damaging people. And that's why if you want to not just, okay, understand this, your eyes don't see. Your eyes only pick up frequency and light. That light and frequency goes to your brain and the brain makes images. I mean, isn't that, is that mind-blowing?
Totally.
I mean,
when
come on,
you said that.
do you get this? Yeah. Do you get this? Our eyes only pick up frequency and light and then create the images in our brain. And guess what?
Amazing.
And guess what? Every image that you have creates what? Creates a thought. So what are you focused on? Okay, if you're focused on the wrong thing, you've got bad images. Bad images will create bad chemicals. Bad chemicals will create autoimmune diseases and more than blurred vision. But the reality is that there is an evil on this planet that slides on its stomach. Okay, it says it can't get the chlorine and fluoride out of the water. It says it can't help itself by doing the chemtrails. It says it can't help itself with the GMOs. It says it can't help itself putting chemicals into our food. It says it can't help itself from adulterating our children. Do you understand something? Okay, so what they did is that they made your phone, they made your TV, they made all the lighting now, and they made even the movie. When you go to a movie, it's all blue light poisoning, and blue light means that it's at 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock noon. And 12 o'clock noon is the harshest on the eyes and the brain. And understand, when your eyes start to get blurry, when your eyes start to get cataracts, glaucoma, when you get a detached retina, when they're burning, okay, when they're dry, it's too much blue light poisoning, or you're dehydrated because you're not drinking enough structured water and you're not eating properly, too much sugar, too much flour, too much dairy. How am I doing so far? So now, if you buy blue blockers, okay, they don't work.
They don't work, yeah.
If you get Tesla Lightwear, you'll see it on our website.
Yes.
It's not a sales pitch. It'll take the blue light and transform it into healing light that actually is what? C60, which is called fluorine lenses in the glasses, that actually transforms the light to actually heal brain damage and eye damage. Go figure, isn't that something? You'll feel calmer, the headaches will go away, the stress will go away. If you work on a computer more than 20 minutes, you're doing brain damage. So don't ask yourself why you're moody. Don't ask yourself why your tongue's burning. Don't ask yourself why you have all of these problems and can't sleep at night. Well, because all day has been 12 noon. And then if you go on a blue light with your phone or TV, or even going to a movie, or you've got LED lighting, you've got blue light in your house, and you're telling yourself it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock at night, and now you go to bed and you can't sleep, and then you think you have a sleeping disorder. Anyways, so...
If you can't sleep, we have products too.
So anyways, people that have had terrible eye damage, even cataracts, have reversed them. Just understand that. Detached retina, glaucoma, you name it, you can do it. But are you going to put your heart into it? Are you worthy of it? Most people aren't. And that's the thing that we were talking about. You can only care for yourself as much as you love yourself.
Totally.
You can use willpower, but it doesn't last. Okay, can somebody help me with this? We did that one. Can you roll up the screen, please? Because the mouse is not connected to the screen right now.
Okay.
Can you please roll up the screen from where you are inside? Okay.
Peg.
There it is. I
Peg,
see it.
did you have a
Okay.
consultation yet? Perfect date? The guy who was asking about the eyes.
Okay, one sec. There, okay. I'll just leave it down here, but you've got to face it.
Can you go?
There, okay. Whoa. Okay, all right. Fred, take your kids out of the government-controlled school and system and go to Ixtapa World Training and Healing Center. Okay, Fred,
Yes,
thank
come
you.
along.
You come on down too, Fred. I've got some questions for you, Daryl. I'm coming soon. Okay, Yvette, come and get me, girl. Lucinda, going to the Perfect Day Consult. Yvette, I'm already taking the daily cleansing tea and I'll never stop. That would be the smartest thing you've ever done, everyone. The one thing, if you said, if I'm only going to do one thing, I'm not going to do another thing, it would be the daily cleansing tea, because your large intestine is your holy grail. Our daily cleansing tea, which is right back here, does not have any stimulants, no laxatives, and you take it morning and night, just the amount that you need. And it doesn't just clean your colon, cleans your liver, cleans your blood, cleans your kidneys, and helps your lungs. Is that good enough? And it's gentle and it tastes good. It tastes like iced tea, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Okay. All right, and you can mix it with soup. If you want it, you could put
I put in my
a little bit of
smoothie.
honey into it. You can mix it into your smoothie. You're not going to hurt the tea. Okay? All right?
It doesn't change the flavor of anything.
Yeah, I just love this thing. Not at all. The scrolling thing is not my best thing.
Thank you, Yvette.
There's a mistake in our website at www.braveheartnation.com. I don't know what that would be. But anyways, just so you know, everyone, if you go to www.braveheartnation.com, you'll be able to go in there and see all about Ixtapa, all the things we're doing. We're going to bring that website up to a point that if you want to go out to eat, if you want to go play, if you want to come here for treatments, courses, trainings, it doesn't matter. It'll all be on there. So check out braveheartnation.com if you want to check us out. Let me see here. Bear with me, everyone. Yarick came in and he moved it again, and now I have to scroll down. I don't know. This guy is just driving me crazy. No, it's okay. I got it, Yarick. Lucinda, tired of suffering in nerve pain from cervical stenosis. Oh, I just love that. Cervical stenosis. Oh my God. So understand something. I just love this part. You got to love these guys, right? Okay. Medical doctors, they just think that they're just the cat's meow, don't they? And I'm not trying to put them down either, because you know what? A medical doctor saved my daughter's life. So let's make that perfectly clear. But why would the doctor say cervical stenosis? She doesn't even know what that is. Nobody knows what that is. It means that in her cervical spine, okay, which is your neck area, everyone, just so you know, the neck area, cervical spine, that she has enough scar tissue, okay, because of inflammation, and the scar tissue is wrapping around and choking off the nerve. And guess what? Are you ready for this, Lucinda? If you go to a Wolf non-surgical therapist, in one treatment, you won't have stenosis of the cervical. All right, there's the answer right there. Okay, you might have to lift it up. I don't know if we can see that. Guys, can you bring us up so we can see if the book's high enough? Thank you. Can you bring us back up? That would be great. Okay, so Wolf non-surgical, if you can find someone that does it, or you come down here, I will give your money back if the first treatment you don't see the stenosis completely gone, or at least 50% gone, when, oh my God, I got to live with this forever. And understand, I'm not trying to tear anybody down, but understand massage doesn't work, acupuncture doesn't work right, physio doesn't work right, chiropractic, they're going to try to jam the neck back into place, but it's scar tissue that's wrapped around the nerve. Do you understand that if you want to be a great practitioner, if you don't know how to get the calcium back in the bones, if you don't know how to melt the crystallization, and if you don't know how to take scar tissue and bring it back into beautiful connected tissue, what did you go to school for? And it's your question, that's all. Not sarcasm, but why did you go to school when you haven't learned the rule? And understand, the body's made out of what? Tissue. And the body scar tissue that you build up through inflammation throughout the years, or a sports injury, or if you had surgery, you have the worst scar tissue mass in you after surgery, because that's called terrorism to the body. And after the body heals from a sports injury, a car accident, or surgery, if you don't have a Wolf non-surgical therapist go in and get rid of the scar tissue that was part of the healing, it will become the physical block that chokes off the circulation, that can cause not just more scar tissue, but numbness and mutation. What do you think, okay, neuropathy is? Neuropathy is crystallization, displaced calcification, and scar tissue, and most of the time it happens in the lower part of your leg, where you have this dull ache and pain, and it just drives you nuts till the end of the day. And you can have neuropathy anywhere. We could call neuropathy up in our neck, but we'll just call it stenosis. And neuropathy just means that you have really deep nerve pain, and it's still scar tissue and displaced calcium and crystallization. So they can make up all the words they want. And did you ever notice something? Let's talk Greek to them and make them feel really stupid. Let's call it colitis, not inflammation of the colon. Let's call it sinusitis, not fungus infection in the large intestine. Let's call it arthritis instead of inflammation in the joint. Okay, are we done yet? Let's call it fibromyalgia, which means pain in your muscles. Oh my God, I'm dying of pain in my muscles. Well, you are, because you're terrorizing yourself and you're not eating, thinking, drinking right.
But Lucinda, for now, before you get yourself down here, if you're thinking of coming over here, we have the clapper, which you can start buy online, and you can start gently clapping. Can she clap?
Oh my gosh, go gentle, but then go harder and harder. Yeah. So you know what? I don't know if I want to do it. And I get it. You can start off like this, right? That's not doing anything, but so far I'm okay.
Gradually
until you're
yeah.
And understand, when you start clapping, if you get a bruise there, excuse me, too much carrot juice. What does that mean if you get a bruise?
There's some dying cells, tissues in your blood.
You've got infection in your bloodstream. You've got infection and contaminated cells. So what happens is, this doesn't bruise you. It brings the bruise to the surface, which is the infection. That's the key. This thing's worth $10,000, okay? And we take Visa. Mm-hmm. I'm kidding.
But it's true.
Yeah.
I was on the phone with somebody who might send the clapper to, and she said in her words, "You saved me a lot of money from going to the doctor, chiropractor, massage therapies, whatever, just from the clapper." And it gets better. Daryl has a method that you use, the plate. Will it help her too?
What?
The plate.
Oh, with the lady with the cervical problem? Yeah. I would start off with the plate and then make the plate, okay, so what you do is you stand the plate up, you lay in bed, you stand the plate up vertical, and you put that plate right here, this is called the occipital groove, and you actually lay on the plate. Now, if you lay on the plate and it's very painful, just take like a tea towel and put it over and start with that first. You can believe it or not believe it, I don't have a plate here, I should always keep one on here from now on. But I'll tell you what I'll do. Let me see. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Okay, tomorrow I'll do one a day on the plate. Okay? So anyways, so what you do is you just rest on that plate, and then you put the plate under over here, and then you roll back and forth. I'll show it tomorrow. I'll go through it. But just understand, if you go to my do-it-yourself guide, you'll find the clapping. If you go to my do-it-yourself guide, I show how to do the plate.
Yeah. If you get your
and that's in the library. That's in the library, and the library is free.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if she has the perfect day consultation done, she will have the PDF for the perfect day, and everything.
She'll have everything. You'll have it all.
All the answers are in the perfect day consultation book.
Okay. Let's see here.
Lymphedema.
Oh. Okay. Biljana, I hope I said it right. I am 56 with lymphedema. And lymphedema, okay. So there is, lymphedema is this. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, you got 8 pints of blood and you got 12 quarts of lymph. Think about that. And blood moves very quickly. Lymph moves like molasses. Now you can't have lymphedema which means that you have water retention in your lymph, trying to water your lymph down, and then water retention in the muscles around your lymph glands, unless you've been constipated, girl, for years, because your lymph system dumps toxins into your large intestine, but it will not do it, and it will back up when you're backed up in your bowel. And you know what you're going to say to me? I'm not backed up. Well, guess what? You haven't pooped with Serena. So what you want to do is come to Serena and be with her for a week, and you'll poop together, and she'll show you what pooping's all about.
Right. I'm the pooping queen.
Okay, all right. And if she fails you, then you can always come and sit beside me on the throne. Okay, all right. So anyways, you got to get that colon moving. So if you're not on the daily cleansing tea, if you're not doing the belly button therapy, let me grab that.
It's all about our digestion and
it's about letting go.
letting go. And
Letting go emotionally, or else you'll never let go physically. And then guess what? You're rotting out. Believe it or not, I guarantee you that your bowel is rotting out. And I guarantee you, you've been pooping in your pelvis. Okay? You've got pelvic problems too. And listen, let me tell you something. Do you see all the people waddling? Okay? Because their SI joints are frozen. You know when you go to a chiropractor, they'll take that movement, they'll go like this to put the SI joint back in place. If they don't go in and get rid of the scar tissue, it's just going to come out in a couple of days anyways. So that's where we are. We will get rid of the scar tissue and the calcification around those SI joints that are in your lower back, and you're supposed to be moving like this when you walk, but now you don't. You go like this, waddle like a duck. Okay, all right? If it, yeah, you know the duck thing. So let's see here. Romana suggested some great products. My question is, if I have $700 to spend, what would be the most important for now? I changed my beliefs and food. Well, I just said daily cleansing tea and the ultimate coffee enema.
Yeah.
That's costing you nothing once you buy the enema bucket and get the coffee. And then you can also get just even some black diamond, right? And then put that in when you make your coffee. And if you want to know how to do it, go to the do-it-yourself guide. Okay, and then I would also suggest a clapper. And I would clap on top of the lymphedema and around it first and then on top of it. Go watch my Clapping for Health, and you can go into the clapping guide or the do-it-yourself guide.
And Romana has done a video on clapping as well, so you can watch Romana, your practitioner. She did the video on clapping.
She did a beautiful one.
Yeah, she did a beautiful one, and you'll love it.
Okay, let me just...
Dr. Wolf.
You want to take that one? Hello, Dr. Wolf. Thank you so much for today. This is Linda. It was so fun and a dream to come true for me. I truly trust and believe that if what I shared, if it touched just one person to change their life for the best, then I'm achieving something so beautiful. Thank you, Dr. Wolf. Sending lots of love. So Linda this morning actually did, and we called it...
She was in the tent?
Reverse osteoporosis, okay? And then she actually proved, okay, so she went and got, her feet were really in pain. Well, her whole body's in pain. She had hip replacement. I mean, she had knee replacement. She had some other surgeries.
Oh, wow.
And she had surgery on her feet because it was so painful. And then guess what? The bones would not grow together. And so she started taking the Merigen. True story, I didn't say it, she said it. And she went to the doctor and went, I've never seen this before. You've got bones growing in your feet. Your feet have actually, the bones have grown together.
The doctor didn't know that this can happen?
Well, first of all, she didn't want to tell him either. She didn't tell him that she was taking the Merigen because she said, I just won't do it because I've tried to tell them things before and they just won't listen to me. Okay. Well, they're not allowed to listen, sweetheart, just so you know. It's against the law for them to listen. They can get in big trouble. What are they going to do with it? They're not allowed to talk about it. Carol, I have my perfect day appointment on May 6th, and I cannot wait. Good for you. Just know we're here for you, and I did mean you can call us as often as possible, because if you don't, you're never going to learn. Remember something, health is a language, and it takes time to learn a new language, right?
Yeah.
How are you doing with your Spanish?
Muy bien.
Really?
Un poquito, yeah.
Oh,
Learning
wow.
a little bit, yes.
Yeah, so...
Started to learn some Spanish songs as well.
Really?
That's the best way to learn.
Okay, let's sing one then.
Oh, not yet. I'm embarrassing.
What?
Not yet. Learning a couple of words. Sentences. Jeremy's teaching.
We're not going to continue the show until you sing a song.
No, I can't. Not yet. The next show, I promise.
Oh, the next show? Mm-hmm. Okay, all right.
5 years from
Okay.
now.
Okay, and if you sing, I'll dance.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Fair.
Okay, all right. Okay, so people are guilty of stinking thinking. Yes, they are, Yvette. Wow, your skin is glowing beautiful. You too, Dr. Wolf.
That was me she's talking to.
I
Wow,
know she's
yes.
talking about you.
Thank you.
Yeah, but you know why she said you too, Dr. Wolf? Because she knows how jealous I am of you. Okay, all right. Okay, so...
Thank you to her products, to your products.
Okay, wow, so awesome. I'm so hyped. Dr. Detox products work and Wolf Non-Surgical works. Everything that Dr. D talks about is the truth, is the way to total health and happiness. There's many ways to the top of the mountain. I'm just one of them. Okay?
Yeah.
All right? But thank you so much, Linda. Oh, do you use sometimes the sharp side of the clapper?
Yes.
First of all, let me just say this right now. Okay, here's the clapper. This here is called chopping. And what you would do is you would use that like in around your knee, because it's very bony and you want to chop at it. Oh, when I first came up with this years ago, I had so what I did when I was mountain climbing, I got, I was up 10,000 feet and I was in just outside of Sri Lanka. And I was coming along this edge and I had to jump because where I was walking along the edge, 10,000 feet, I was by myself, okay?
Oh,
and it was broke off. So I went to jump and I got too close and I sliced the side of my head right down to the bone. You should have saw the blood.
Oh.
Okay, and it didn't feel like that. It was just a really sharp cut. So anyways, my Sherpa was behind me and it took us about maybe an hour, maybe 45 minutes to get to where we were going to stay for lodging that night up in the mountain. And they used fish wire to actually sew my head. So then I got down the bottom of the mountain and then I got a whole bunch of stitches in. And then when I got back to Canada, I got the stitches out, but the problem was they missed one. So 2 years later, I find this thing was bugging me. I always felt like I had a mouse under here. So I kept going back to the doctor and he would take a razor blade and try to find it. And I never thought about it then, but I needed to get it out and he couldn't. And every time he did that, when you cut into the body, you create tons of scar tissue. I had a huge lump here. You can still feel a little one. You want to put it, and you can feel this.
Yeah.
See that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm working on it. You should have saw how big that was. If you look at my older videos, you'll see it looked like I had a little egg here as if I was swollen. But it was all scar tissue lump and calcification because you can't have all that inflammation.
Amazing.
So what I did is I took my clapper here and I used this and I went in here like this and I really chopped at it. But this is called a chipper, so this will go into smaller joints, right? And I never use the flat side. This has got bumps on it. I'm really into it, right? You know, the pain. No, I'm kidding. But I didn't do it last night, but I did it the night before, but tonight I'll do it. Every other night I'll do it. And I'll do for 1 hour from my neck to my head. It takes me an hour. Yeah. Okay? And I'll do other parts of my body, but this is how hard I go. And you can go, oh my God, he's into abuse. Yeah, really? You think so? I have less pain than any other 65-year-old person I know. Trust me, and I have more energy too. Okay, here we go. Now, I will do this and I'll focus on talking to you. Now, I will keep doing this until this area feels so warm and so overvigorated. Because understand something, it doesn't matter. I can live till I'm 110 years old. I'm still going to have this hair. Because the reality is it's all about microcirculation. And so I'll clap my neck, I'll clap my face, I'll clap all around my ears. I used to have tinnitus. I don't have tinnitus anymore because I know I use the iodine in my ears. I'll use the silver and the bullet and the nano in my ears to soak, but mainly clapping.
Yeah.
Because,
for hair loss, it's very good.
Yeah, and if you get an Avicen and a clapper, you'll get 25% more hair on your head in 3 months if you do it every day. And if you want to know, I'll make it really quick. So I would do like the Avicen at least a half an hour to an hour every night. And you can go see Avicen on my website. And we actually have it that if you get one, you can have $500 in product from us.
So I put my hand in Evercent and I clap in my head.
Me too.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
And I'm clapping on the beach.
I'm really good. I can do
Yeah.
this side too and this side because it's usually this hand I use.
Yeah.
Okay, so but I will tell you one thing. From now on, I want everybody to start brushing your teeth with the not dominant hand. When you brush your teeth with the non-dominant hand, you actually are reconstructing your brain. It's crazy, but it's true. Watch how you become a little bit sharper, okay? So yeah, Heather, that was about the clapper. And again, yeah, just go to the do-it-yourself guide in the library at docofdetox.com. Denise, I just started on clapping, feels good. Couldn't believe how clapping would actually relieve my pain. I will clap every day. Clapping is better than the rest of the therapy out there. Almost, I won't say all of it. I don't know all of it, but I know most of it. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Just know this. I became a massage therapist when I first got out of school, and that lasted for only 6 months. And I said, there's no way I am going to be a Swedish massage therapist that does petrissage, effleurage, and clapping. It didn't do anything. So to anyone, and I'm a take action guy. So I came up with Wolf Non-Surgical. Thank you very much. Let me see. Denise Wood, okay. Let me see here.
Dr. Wolf will talk to you in person. Okay. Keep calling, yeah. Can we use the shop site? Yes. Won't do. Nothing here. I was persistent. This is answering.
I'm going.
Yeah.
Denise, I was persistent. I knew I'd get a hold of him. We matter and worth the patience. Thank you, Denise. Sending love from Canada. Hey, Fred. Back at you, my friend.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to catch the
The name of your beautiful guest. Her name is Serena.
Oh, yes. I thought Quest.
Yeah.
Serena is my name.
Oh, but look what she says after that. But she's not as beautiful as you, Dr. Wolf.
You are glowing.
I made that up. Got you back. Okay. All right.
Oh, hello, Dana.
Hi, Dana. Yeah, I wanted to do a show on Dana because she's doing amazing work.
I know. You're going to
Amazing
come back,
work.
girl.
And you know what she said? I don't need your show. Okay, fine.
Okay.
No, she didn't say that. But she did say, but when I called her, she was busy. She went into the city and she has all these treatments to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
She'll need help. I'm coming over to help.
Do you feel rejected now that she's so
Totally,
popular?
yeah. She never calls. I said, call me when you're available, when you have a moment.
Yeah.
She hasn't called yet.
Oh, she didn't call me.
No.
either.
She'll need text.
She'll probably call for money or something. I don't know. Okay.
We're talking about you.
Let me see. Judy, Dr. Wolf, have you seen the picture of your daughter's dog, Duke? We call him Duke, the dog
of Detox.
Detox. He grew a lump the size of a golf ball on his chest. We started him on C60, and within 2 weeks, it was completely gone. He absolutely loved taking the C60,
wow.
and as soon as Shauna would take it out, he was all over it. Let me tell you something.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, C60 will make your dog's hair shine like nothing else, his eyes sparkle, and it will combat all the garbage. Did you know that dogs have more cancer than any other species on the planet? Did you know that they're trying to kill man's best friends with kibble and vaccines and everything else? They're after them, okay?
I love dogs.
Inger. Hi, Daryl. I need some advice. I bought 1 bottle of pineal, 1 bottle of pineal activation. How do I use it? Well, you take the activation and you pour it into the pineal, and then you just give it a little shake. For how long? You just give it a little shake, like 3 or 4 times.
Mix them up.
Is it okay to take it along with daily cleansing tea and infinite iodine? Yes, but you hold it under your tongue and take it alone, and then when you swallow it, then you can do something else. But just so everybody knows, well, he has one more question, but or she does, but I just want to say this. We have replaced that, all the pineal, the ATP especially, with IGF 1, 25,000 and 300,000. It way does it. And understand something. I've had people call me up and go, okay, Dr. Wolf, if I take IGF-1, will that increase my cancer? No, it will help you fight your cancer. And understand, it's not a synthetic IGF-1. Synthetic IGF-1 could do it.
Yes.
This is not synthetic. This is all natural, and this is going to give you energy to fight any autoimmune disease. It's going to give your vitality back. It's going to give your youth back to you the way you feel. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
Are you still taking it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. Back. I think we're back at the pineal. Okay, we did that. One more question. I have some rosacea on my cheeks. Can the clapper make a change? Okay, better, worse. Okay, now here's the deal. The clapper's going to make it better. But the reality is what if you clapped and then what if you rubbed the C60 on? Mm-hmm. The C60 MCT coconut oil is amazing for the skin, and so is the hemp oil. Now you don't have to do this, but if you used one, then the other, how about that rosacea is going to leave? But also, whether you believe this or not, nobody's probably said this to you, but the rosacea came from your large intestine. So you better go down and get the cork out of your butt first, okay, with the daily cleansing tea, and work on that. And it wouldn't hurt to do some ultimate coffee enema. All right? Breathe. Lovely bribe and dress. Great information.
Nice dress you got on.
Okay, Peg. I have your silver bullet gel and spray. Is the liquid a different process? Well, okay, first of all, let's deal with that one first. Mm-hmm. The gel is 20 times stronger than the spray. The spray is great for the eyes, but I've had people that I tell them when they've had really bad infection with their kids, I say, look, if it's a really bad infection, you can use the spray, but just squirt a little bit of the gel in, put them on their side, and put a hot pack or a hot wet towel here, and the heat will melt it, and that will bring it down. You can also put the gel up in your nose for sinus problems. You can also, people will take the gel, it's totally non-toxic, so get that. And if you just, if you had your teeth done, okay, so, so my son had some dental work. And he said, Dad, they want me to take antibiotics. Of course, I'm not going to do that. And I said, great. He goes, what should I do? And I said, just take the silver bullet gel. And for the first day to 2 days, see how it'll feel. But just squirt the silver bullet gel in your mouth, swish it around gently in around where the surgery was done. And so he did that about 8 times during the day, and he said, it's all gone. There's no inflammation, there's nothing. And that's the deal. So that will really bring it down. And I would also suggest that if you have the infinite iodine, spray it right in the area. It disinfects in 5 seconds when you spray it in your mouth. Disinfects in 5 seconds. I have your Fulvic. Should I put that in my eyes too? Absolutely. I just buy that is called Bright Eyes Nano Fulvic Eye Drops, everyone. Just buy your liquid silver bullet and Bright Eyes and combine them 50-50 strength. That's the way I would do it. That's the best way if you have both. Does that mean mix equal parts of each? Yes, it does. I'm unclear of the dosage in each eye and how many times a day. Okay, first of all, I just want to tell you something. Don't you just love this part? They never tell you to do it as often as you should.
Yeah.
The more infection you have, the more cleansing you need to do. But go gentle, step by step. The more inflammation you do, the more you're going to what? The more you're going to what? You're going to put, if I have really burning eyes, like, okay.
I do everything.
Sometimes I feel like when I really get stressed out and tired, well, it's not stressed, it's tired. But when I get really tired, and I guess tired would create some stress, I feel like a needle in this eye. And I will put the actual 50-50. You don't have to. You can just buy the silver bullet and it's going to work, or just buy the Bright Eyes. Find the one you want, or just go by your feelings and what you want to buy. But I will put the drops in my eye now. Oh, and then I'll put them again in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, as soon as that burning, that little bit of burning goes away, or that, and then I'll do it again, and I'll do it maybe 5 times, and that needle thing is gone. Or I could just not do it and have that needle thing wearing me down. Listen, anybody that has to suffer pain or inflammation on a continual basis, even if it's a low-grade pain or inflammation, it's going to wear your immune system down, and guess what? Now you're open to invaders. Okay? Just like how the government and the media and everybody wears you down. We're coming for you. We're coming for you. Come and get me. Okay, all right.
There's a lot of us to get.
Yeah, come and get us, really. And understand, they're not coming for you. They're coming for the low-hanging fruit. They're coming for the people that, they wear the sign. It's here. They put the sign here, or they put the sign here. They're coming for those people. They're not coming for the Braveheart warriors that stand there in their power and go, no, we're not buying it.
She's taking antibiotics for her gums and tooth, which is infected.
Well, guess what? I'm just going to say...
no, antibiotics is not good.
Well, let's say it this way. We got to say it different.
Okay.
Okay? We're not doctors, medical doctors, and we're not going to jump into their realm. But the reality is think about this. I'm going to take something here, swallow it, have it go all the way down, and because it's going to go in and obliterate my good bacteria, it's going to help my mouth. I don't know. I'm kind of confused here. Can somebody help me out? Seriously. And that's all I'm going to say, but you go ahead and do it. Okay? And the reality is, all you needed was a silver bullet gel and the infinite iodine to spray in there, and guess what? Well, look, oh, jeez. Okay. Listen, the Dental Association, let me just say something. Those same people are putting silver fillings in your mouth, which are 49% mercury, which is the best way to destroy your pineal gland and to wreck your brain. Are you with me? And how would you like to drip mercury into your body on a continual level? Oh, but let's don't stop there. Let's take fluoride, which is made from aluminum, and put it in everybody's mouth. Okay? Oh, and by the way, let's not stop there. When you have a root canal and you're a woman, if you have a 50% chance of what? What? So they've done a major research study. Don't believe me. Go to the cancer specialists. Okay? They find that 1 out of every 2 women that have breast cancer will have a root canal on the same side as the breast that has the cancer. Oh, but that's just a coincidence. Okay, fine. Let's move on. All right.
The other product that's good for the gums, the Dentigen, don't forget that.
Oh no, the Dentigen's incredible. It'll grow new teeth.
Yeah.
I wish I had the picture.
I personally have a loose tooth. And I said to the dentist, don't pull it out. I'm going to try something, my own protocol. She was giving me some drugs. I said, no. I came back home to the palace and I double dosed myself on the Dentigen and the Marigen. It's not loose anymore. It was very loose. I thought I was afraid I'm going to walk around with one toothless Serena.
So remember Linda, I talked about her this morning, that she had the bones growing together in her feet. She has in her mouth, she has that much of a new tooth grown already. I have a picture of a lady that has that much new tooth grown. Okay? So understand, yeah. So Marigen, Dentigen, Cardigen, these are all different types of ion calcium therapy products. Look at guys, just so you know, this is how good these products are.
Amazing.
The other ones are right behind you. I don't know if you can see them. But I don't want to pick them all out because it's going to sound like a bloody commercial. And I don't want to do that. But here's the deal. You have to call our 800 number to order these. Why? Well, they're totally non-toxic. We have all the science to prove it's the only calcium product in the world that works. It's invisible because it's ions. Did you know that when you were in perfect health, you were making and breaking bone, your bones were creating little cracks to release calcium ions that did all the major communication in your body. When that starts to go away, then your P53 gene does not kill cancer cells. Okay. Whether you want to believe this or not, this will take the calcium you lost and put it exactly back where it was taken from. It will restore the bones completely. And I mean completely back that you have great health. Whether you believe this or not, but guess what cancer doctors are doing now? They are saying that once you have your osteoporosis reversed, the cancer is gone out of the body. But think about it. When you get what we call cancer, which is just blown out inflammation, it's not the end of the world, blown out inflammation, the last thing that your body does is it starts taking calcium, because without stealing the calcium from your bones, it can't douse the fire. So, Merigen, when you start taking it, it turns on 110,000 hormonal and chemical processes per second, turning on the P53 gene, and it helps to restore the bone making and breaking to bring your bones back. Okay?
But just a shout out to those who have loose tooth and have scheduled to go for a tooth pulling out by the dentist. Try the Dentigen. It really works. I've shared it with a few friends who have loose tooth and about to have scheduled tooth pulling out. The Dentigen saved their tooth many times over. It's really amazing.
Dentigen will save your jaw, will save your mouth, your gums. And anyways, you know what? Guess what? When the when the American Medical Association first came into being in 1910, the body forgot to heal. Okay, all right. Rose, tea is great without anything. It's awesome. Thank you, Rose. Anne, can you mix the daily cleansing tea and black gold together in a smoothie? Absolutely. Rock that show.
Yeah.
Anna, blessings from Texas. Wilma, how can I get there from Toronto with no vaccines? You have to call me personally. You call me personally, and I'll tell you how to get here. Just know that we have people crossing the Niagara Falls with our letters every other day. Okay? Just know this. Have you ever seen the Rethink Fit show with Jeffrey and Mindy? They crossed with my letter. They went to Niagara Falls. They got a taxi driver that drives people across all the time.
Really?
So they jumped in the cab.
Amazing.
And they got in, and of course they knew the guy at the border, and they said, "Where are you going?" "We're going to the World Healing and Training Center." And they showed him the letter, and it's off to the rodeo.
Wow.
So our letter, believe it or not, I have proof, everyone. Our letter just got somebody through Vancouver Airport on a plane, and they got exemption from my letter, showing the letter. They got exemption that
Awful guy.
that they didn't need a vaccine.
Wow.
Now, but that doesn't happen all the time. I'm not telling you to do that. So if you decide to do that, get insurance if you have to cancel. But driving over the border, and there's another thing that I have too, but you got to call me. You got to call me for that. And it's not like, oh, secret agent. Just call me, and then I'll learn. If you tell me where you're from, what's going on with you, what you're doing, then we'll strategize. Because we're allowed to strategize. It's not illegal. We can strategize. They've been strategizing for years on how to take down the human race. So we, come on. We can strategize too, can't we?
Totally. We should strategize all the time.
I mean, it's just a game. It's called a life-threatening, fun-filled adventure when you know the rules. No, when you break the rules. No, when you remove the rules and make your own. Thank you. Okay. Blessings from Texas. How can I? Okay, we did that already. You can call me, love. I will answer the phone. Not right now, though.
Where do you fit a Dentigen in twice a day, Merigen schedule?
Well, first of all, just know this, that we all drink water. Next thing is that if you're on a whole plant-based diet, you only have to have 20 minutes to a half an hour in between. If you're eating dead, cooked, concentrated food, then you've got to leave an hour between. That's it. I do Merigen 2 to 3 times a day, and I'll do that for life. Why? Because I got a big life to live. So the reality is when something becomes a priority, oh my God, it opens up. So the reality is until something's a priority, you'll never have time for it.
Yeah.
And until you become a priority, there'll be no clock that can tick slow enough.
Well, Alina, if you spend that much money on the Dentigen and the Merigen, I would make the most of it. So I would live on juice and smoothie so that it takes only 30 minutes for my food to digest, the liquid food, and I can get onto my Merigen or the Dentigen in between. And that's how I get 4 in a day. So I skip my solid food, and if I do eat, I will have a salad at the end of the day.
You got to remember that the people that buy into drinking our Kool-Aid, they're only eating once a day, a meal. And that's usually at the end of the day, and it's a healthy meal because our addictions are falling off the cliff. And throughout the day, it's juices. You know, like, right, see this one? You maybe can't see it on here, right?
Grapefruit.
But that's carrot juice. This is carrot juice with a little bit of green apple in it. And already today, I did, you're not going to believe this, but so far today, this is my third show. So this is actually, I'm on my 5th quart, okay? So I did 2 quarts of lemonade. This morning I did a quart of hot water with black diamond in it, okay, and just a little bit of cinnamon right off the bat. Okay, so hot water is always great first thing in the morning. Try to do a quart if you can. You don't have to put anything else into it. See what it does to your body. Okay? Where are we?
Wish I was there. Want to be a therapist. You have inspired me to such an extent. Great. Come and join us.
Tammy, how do you smell?
How do smells affect us?
How do smells affect us? At my workplace, the diesel smell from the trucks will sometimes sneak into the office area, seems to linger. Well, what you need to do is you can buy a portable ionizer to put around your neck so that it ionizes just your area wherever you walk. The other thing is get a small ozonator. You don't have to smell the ozone, but it will be used. It's called oxygen on emission. You can use a filter, but a little ozonator would be better. And then an ionizer, buy one for around your neck. Wilma, do you have someone here in Ontario that does your treatments? Yeah. We do. It depends on where you are in Ontario, but we have somebody in Toronto, and we have somebody just in Oakville and in that area, okay? Call the office, and in Oakville, her name is Tara Snell, and then in Toronto, oh, it's been a long day. Just call my office. They'll search them out for you.
About Toronto, Vancouver Island, Wolf Non-Surgical Therapist.
Are there any Wolf Non-Surgical on Vancouver Island? Yes, there are. Please call the office. There is. Call the 800 number, okay? And they will track that person down for you, okay?
Stenosis, with that, right?
Yeah, we did that one.
How do I get my taste and smell back after losing it? That was what happened to me.
Where's that?
Denise Wood, how do I get my taste and smell back after losing it for 5 months after getting C? C being COVID?
Well, for one thing, it wouldn't have left for 5 months if you would have done cleansing properly. Okay? Got to remember, you had radiation.
Yeah, different.
How many though?
33.
Okay, and then you had what else?
Chemo.
Yeah, well, do you know how toxic, acidic that is? Do you know how much mucus that created? It burnt her out. Do you know you can do the same thing? You don't need radiation to become acidic to actually lose your taste and smell. And understand something, you've got too much mucus congestion, you're too acidic, take a look at your diet, get a perfect day consult. If it took 5 months, the next time you get the C thing again, it's going to knock you on your butt because you haven't cleansed enough.
You've been signed out. What's that mean?
No, we
No,
weren't.
okay. So it was, the C is COVID, is it right? She's saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, she just doesn't want to say the word because she doesn't want to.
Okay.
See, now look what you did. You went and said the word. You see, we don't even want to say the word here because they'll take the show down.
Sorry.
That's it. It's over. Our friendship's over.
Oh.
Leave the dress here because I like it. Okay. All right. What do I do about
a Bartholin cyst?
Okay. Will the clapper work? You should be using.
What's the Bartholin
She
cyst?
should be using. Okay.
What's the Bartholin cyst?
It's right in the lymph nodes.
Oh.
Okay. So what you need is you need DMSO cream, and you need frankincense. All right. And then you mix those together. Okay, to the point that you can feel the frankincense and the DMSO together. And I want you to keep putting it on there and put it on there 3 to 5 times a day on the cyst area and around it. It won't hurt it. DMSO is made from pine trees. You could use the DMSO gel, but it's stronger. Use the DMSO. Everybody should have a jar of DMSO cream and DMSO gel. Please go look at how to use it. The DMSO gel is more for joints. The DMSO cream is more for muscle tissue, lymph node area, things of that nature. Now what you want to do is you want to clap around the area, then lightly clap on it. And I'm going to tell you something, absolutely. Just start gentle, gentle baby loving steps, okay? All right. Let me see here. What type of plate and which way, up or down? Well, it's vertical, or a little bit on a slant, being vertical backward or forward. All you got, okay, Michelle and everybody else who wants to learn how to open up their occiput, get rid of headaches, get rid of pain in the neck, okay? What you want to do is go to the do-it-yourself guide in my library and click on length and strengthen exercises, okay? And you'll find the plate in there, okay? And we'll show you the squats, we'll show you the crab stretch, we'll show you the belly button therapy, won't we?
Yes.
And then watch the clapping if you want to embrace that. Okay, Lucinda, I use the library.
Great.
Anna,
Can I
clap in the
Yes.
left kidney area that is 60% blocked to unblock it? The doctor said it was blocked with cholesterol. Now, let's just make something perfectly clear. It's scar tissue and it can be cholesterol, and the reason why it's blocked with cholesterol is because you have an inflammatory mind and an inflammatory diet. And understand something, cholesterol we need it. It's an important hormone. But the reality is when you have too much cholesterol, it's because you've been pulling minerals from your arteries, causing cracks. So now you've got two things to do. Should we use cholesterol to goop it up like candle wax, or should we use calcium to goop up the crack in the artery? If you use calcium to seal the crack in the artery, the calcium can actually eventually sometimes cut the artery, and now then you're going to have bleeding, and it's going to try to blood clotting to stop the blood. But what happens is, if a clot breaks away, I bet you didn't know this, heart attacks are caused from that, and so are strokes. It's a blood clot. And the blood clot's caused because you were calcifying the cracks in your arteries. You think I don't know? You think I don't know what I'm talking about? Go ask your doctor. He won't even know this. And understand, do your research, and I'm right. And understand, we have people that come here and they have 90 to even a 93% blockage in their heart. And we'll put them on our cardiovascular med bed, okay, and then we'll put them on the perfect day diet, and then we'll juice fast them, and then we'll use Cellsonic on them, and we'll put them on the Merigen and do non-surgical, and in 6 weeks, guess what? We have totally doubled their arteries in their heart, and 50% of them are brand new, and the other ones were cleaned out by the diet we put them on. And if you don't believe me, this cardiovascular med bed, if I were to not even put you on a diet, if I were not to put you on Merigen, if I were not to do anything, it will actually create in 6 weeks by going on that bed from Monday to Friday, weekends off. In 6 weeks, you'd have a brand new set of arteries. Yeah, really? Truly. How do you know about it?
Well,
why don't you tell them?
I watched Jan.
Yeah, who?
Jan,
and also your husband did.
And my husband went on it, and it was amazing. I was learning how to operate the thing, and I watched the two of them. I saw the success with Jan, who had a total difficult high heart rate, and a lot of blockage. And I worked the Wolf non-surgical on him in a class, and I could feel that he was completely calcified and totally blocked. And he went on the bed, and Sage worked on him. He extended his stay here he was here for one course, extended another 6 more weeks to get all the treatment done. When he arrived here, he looked like he was 78. He left looking 28. He was amazing.
It is amazing.
Yes.
And he was so slimmed down and toned up.
6-pack, muscles, and everything else.
He put his heart into it.
Oh, totally.
So just know that.
He was a good student. He loved himself enough to go through all that change in diet.
Do you know where he is right now?
Back in...
he went on a huge sailing trip on the high seas.
Oh, wow. And left Sarah by herself. Okay, great. She's going to heal herself too.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
All right, Michelle, Dr. Wolf, you avoid television, movie theaters, and computers, or simply wear the glasses. I wear the glasses. I know you're not going to believe this, but you could be working on computer all day long, and you'll never have burning eyes. Please drink water. if you work on computers, if you
Yeah.
watch TV, you got to be drinking water. There's poison everywhere, guys. And let's not get into the whole conspiracy. Oh my God, it's the end of the world. We already won with this. We won with this. Okay?
Tesla glasses is a must if you work on computers. It definitely. I have family
Or if you've got
members.
children and they do PlayStation. If you've got
Yes.
children and they look at their phone. Did you know, are you ready for this? 10,000 children, teenagers, are being diagnosed with cataracts per day right now.
Wow.
Yeah, I think enough said. And that could have been all avoided with Tesla glasses. Because they're not going to stop. Yeah, but what if they lose them? Well, what if they don't? Get this.
Yeah.
Right? And then the only problem is if you're like us and we do a lot of hugging here, you got to keep doing this.
Exactly.
'Cause you'll-
I go on damaged.
I got 2 pairs of glasses.
I go on
broke from
damaged, yeah.
hugging. And yours are damaged from
Yes.
hugging?
Yes.
Yeah. We intentionally don't tell people about this because we sell more glasses. Okay, all right. Okay, Nancy, what can you do about,
That's
all right,
real.
so what are we doing about cancer? What are we doing about lung cancer? What are we doing about skin cancer? Let me tell you something right now, everybody, that, where is it? Did somebody take it? Guys, do you
What
know
is
where,
it?
oh, here it is. Bingo!
Oh.
Oh, let
No
me
more
see.
bingo.
That was the bingo part. I
Okay,
shouldn't have
bingo.
picked it up by that. Okay, it's over there, sweetie. You want me to get it? Rapid, okay. No, it's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right, so guess what? See that? What do you think that is? This is Marigen. I put some in the other day to show some people to breathe it.
Oh, wow.
But you can take the silver bullet liquid, which comes in a quart size, and you can mix that with Fulvic, and it's cheaper to do it that way. The Fulvic right here. So you can take these two 50-50 and put those in here, and then buy yourself a nebulizer. Can you see this? So I could be nebulizing this, which is inexpensive, and I'm going to breathe that into my lungs. Okay, so what do you think that's going to do for your lungs? How about disinfecting your lungs? Okay, how about this? Are you ready for this? This is the God's truth.
Iodine, yeah.
Here's the only iodine that's iodide. Iodide goes straightly to the thyroid. Okay, so this is the only pure iodine in the world. If you use Nascent iodine or Lugol's iodine, it's not pure, and they can whack your thyroid out. Just know that. I'm not putting them down. It was the best we had, but you can't OD on this. Do you want to know something? This is how good our iodine is. People that have very severe autoimmune diseases, if they call me or they have cancer, we will sell them a 16-ounce bottle at cost because they need to do 1.5 ounces of our iodine every day. Now, if you did that of any other iodine, it would wreck you for life. Now, you can take our iodine goes right to the thyroid, but if you take our iodine and you mix 1 part iodine, 3 parts structured water, okay, if you can't get that, you can use distilled. It's not as good. Then what you do is you nebulize that and you breathe it in. And you do the iodine, and you can do the silver bullet, and you can do the Fulvic nano drops. Now understand something. The Marigen is used to, because we can get that ionization into the lungs, and you know that whatever you
This
breathe
is
into your
Marigen?
lungs, yeah, whatever you breathe
waste
into,
it.
well,
I'll have it.
here, take it. So whatever you do, oh wait, now where was I? See you.
The iodine.
Okay, right. So the iodine, one part iodine, 3 parts distilled water or structured water, and then you can take it in and you're going to go, so just, that's okay. You're just coughing. You got to disinfect your lungs. Let me tell you something. Here's the deal. You do not have fungus. You do not have bad bacteria. You do not have what we call, viruses, they're not alive, so I'm not even going to play that game. And they're just solvents, and I can't even go down that road. The whole thing is just driving me nuts, so I just stay away from it. But as far as bad bacteria, as far as fungus goes, and as far as worms go, you can't have them if you've got integrity in your tissues. So if you can create an environment that bugs can't live in, bad bugs, whether it's fungus or and viruses are just infection coming out of the cells, and it happens every season, and I can't even touch that. I don't even know why I bring that up. So anyways, so as far as anything that's crawling in there or living in there that shouldn't be, create an environment it can't live in there. And that's what the silver and the bright eyes does together, and the iodine on its own will do. And so you want to breathe it, and if I just went one little breath, and I went, that's how bad your lungs are. So now if I could do one little breath, just a teeny one, and I did that a few times a day, like every half hour, within just days, you'll be like, take massive personal action or have a reaction, okay? All right? Okay, where are we?
Ape.
Okay,
Can't
we
wait to
did
come down
about
to
the plate.
Ixtapa.
That's okay. What can you do? Okay, we did that. Okay, we're going to have to end it pretty soon because
Yeah.
I have another meeting. Hi, Dr. Wolf.
What can I do to get rid of depression? Come to
Depression.
Ixtapa.
Okay, yeah, really. But here's the deal. Can I say something? You have depression because you have depressive beliefs. You have depressive thoughts. And understand something. If you didn't have depression, then it would be worse off. Now, here's the deal. Are you ready for this? Okay. There's no such thing as depression. What there is anxiety. And what that means is you tell a story long enough and strong enough, even though it's a paper tiger, not a real tiger, you are going to completely burn your brain. So, if I have a fearful belief, I'm going to heat my brain up and fire my brain up. If I do that enough, long enough and strong enough, you are going to do brain damage. You heard what I said. You are damaging your brain. So instead of your brain getting damaged, guess what? What happens if your computer overheats? It shuts down, right?
It's down, yeah.
And so your brain shuts down and creates depression to save your butt. But now you didn't know that. Wow, I caused depression because on a subconscious, unconscious level, I was running terrifying beliefs, and I was creating, because your brain, okay, is only as smart as your beliefs. And your brain just runs programs, but what if you're running terrifying beliefs that create inflammation? Did you know that you cannot have a disease or an autoimmune disease or anything wrong in the body unless it happened in the brain first? Why don't you go and watch Emotional Chemistry of Cancer, Disease, and Healing
That's a great one.
and tell me that I'm wrong? So we create everything from the invisible to the physical, from the psychological to the biological. And understand something. What's wrong? I'm depressed. Why? I don't know. You're depressed not because of a depressing thought, but because you created enough anxiety in your life that you burnt your brain and it shut down. And now I'm depressed, so guess what? People don't know what to do with you. So now I'm on meds, and boy, I feel better for a few weeks, and then in a couple of months I want to kill myself. So the reality is this. Come to Ixtapa. Okay, but the reality is that this is get away from family that know nothing about what healing is. Get away from friends, and your friends and family need you to go take drugs because I don't know how to handle them. Let's just shut the guy up, right? And it's true. They want to shut you up, and the only way they can do it is to shut you down. Okay, and how do you shut down? Well, you give them something that lowers their vibration and dumbs them down. Don't you feel pretty dumb when you're on depressive meds? That's what they're supposed to do until they make you psycho. All right.
My spine is out of whack. Would Marijan help me? Yes.
Of course it would. And understand why when you go to a Wolf non-surgical therapist in one treatment, okay, around $150, it's like, wow, this is a miracle. We did offer you a money-back guarantee, didn't we? Little Kaza, Dr. Wolf, I suffer from heavy nosebleeds. Just know this, when you had heavy nosebleeds as a child, guess why you have a nosebleed? Because if you didn't, you would have blew your brain out. Okay, understand something. Wow. So anxiety creates hypertension. The body uses a nosebleed to blow off the hypertension. I'm going to tell you something. I was running around here when things were just going like crazy, trying to get this whole resort going and get the clinic going, get everything going. And I felt it that I needed to chill out, and I didn't. And then 2 seconds later, my nose was pouring blood like a tap. And I went, you goofball, wake up, calm down.
Good
Listen,
message.
I have a doctorate in acupuncture, and if you get somebody and they have high blood pressure or they have anxiety and they're stressed, you know what we used to do? Just go and take a little needle and put the needle in the
In the
toe
top.
and squeeze one drop of blood out, and it brought them right back. All right. Dr. Wolf, I suffered from heavy nosebleeds as a child, then had heavy periods. Well, of course. And the heavy periods are from not letting go. So you are constipated. No, I'm not. I still go to the washroom. Yes, but you don't. Every time you go, it's hard to come out. You want to know something?
She's doing coffee
I was
enema.
dying to do a video in the airport. I always am. And the next time I'm going, I'm doing it no matter what anybody thinks, because people are just going to go, you're gross. I'm going to tell you something. There was, when I was in Mexico City and in Texas airport, I have to use the bathroom. Okay. So the reality is lucky me, you know, usually the flights are early in the morning, and that's when I, you know, lighten the load. So I go in there, and I'm telling you, people are so constipated that I'm waiting 10, 15 minutes for somebody to squeeze out the gold nugget. I am just like, people are so used to being, you know, oh no, I go. Yeah, really. You know, did you read 3 books or what? So the reality is, and I'm doing a video next time, so get ready for this. I'm flying to Puerto Rico, and I'll be doing that in about 5 weeks, 4
They're
weeks.
waiting for the flights to be called from the toilet.
You know, really? Seriously? How many times have you gone to the bathroom and you went, oh, there's just a little bit more that I need to get out? Really? Well, guess what? You've been doing that for years. Now you've got a manure pile to stand on. Okay. Let me see here. Pat, what should, oh wait, no, did I finish it? Oh no.
What should I take?
I
I've
only
always had
weighed
dark
100
eyes,
pounds.
yeah.
I never had much of an appetite. Well, you're not going to have an appetite when you got a cork up your butt, okay? The reality is if we were to get your, do the daily cleansing tea and also even do maybe some ultimate coffee enema, your appetite's going to
She's
come
doing
back.
coffee enema.
Do you actually think, I know, but do you actually think that you're going to have an appetite if you're slow? Okay, here's the front door. Back door, we've got all this garbage sitting there. Your body's going to say, no, please don't eat anything until you pull the plug out. You know, you're not going to be putting more water in the tub if you're not going to pull the drain. You're just
Right.
going to flood over
Right.
and get heartburn or get all kinds of upper body problems, sinus problems, it'll heart pressure. I mean, what do you want, right? I've always had dark panda eyes. Well, no, that dark panda eyes, the dark circles under your eyes are showing that your blood's dirty.
Yeah.
So you need to get that. There's no such thing. Oh, I've always been had these. You know, it runs in my family. No, it doesn't run in your family because it's at a stoplight and everything's getting stopped up. I've always had dark panda eyes. I'm using coffee enemas. That's good. Use the daily cleansing tea. And also, let's see, why don't you start monitoring the way you think and what you drink and what you eat and how you do it? Pat, I would get a consultation, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Okay.
With all the issues.
What should I take to lower cholesterol? You should take it easy. You should stop stressing out and understand something. Your body makes cholesterol anyways, and if you're making too much cholesterol, you're way too acidic, and you're gooping up the cracks from the cracks you have in your arteries. And that's the deal right there. You're burning up. Lucinda, back to the Perfect Day Consult, guys. It's $150. Lifetime support. No, just give me a tidbit. Let me run on, Dr. Wolf, and let me not take the time and really create a strategy from the minute I wake up until I go to bed. I can't love myself that enough to actually look at and strategize to win the game. Just give me a Band-Aid. And I didn't say that about you, Lucinda, but that's what most people do. Saucy. Okay, we don't need to do that one. We don't need to do this one. Hi, Rami. I need to talk to you about your order. If you could call Tara, and we could nail that for you. Okay, sweetie? Thank you. Love you. And thanks for putting us up in Texas. And just so everybody knows, when I go to Puerto Rico, we're going to be setting up a bit of a school there. This is our location here. Trust me, it's not changing. And but on my way back from Puerto Rico in 5 weeks, I'm going to do a lecture in Dallas, Texas.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, it's time to start living again. And when I was there, I probably had about 8 calls a day of people going, "Where are you lecturing? Where are you lecturing?" And I thought, wow, there'd be a novel idea. Why don't I do a lecture? So I will do this lecture, and if I can get the place for free, I will not charge anything. All right? And the lecture will not be a lecture. From now on, when I talk, I come in, I shut up, I listen, and I'm just going to answer questions.
I'll be there. Okay.
You'll be there?
Anywhere you go.
Well, don't overdress, okay?
Okay.
You did today. All eyes are on you.
It was either me in this outfit or a sweaty biking outfit. Which one would you prefer? Smelly, sweaty, wet?
The other one will make me look better. Okay, all right.
Next time.
Okay, next time. Okay, so let me see.
Lexa. Hi, Lexa. How
Go for
are
it.
you? I have a 2-inch layer of fat on my stomach. Everywhere else. How do I get rid of it? Nothing has ever changed it. Thanks. I love you both.
Just know this. You're not going to have fat unless you need it. The fat's saving your butt. Okay, and you probably have some of that on your butt too. The reality is you have to understand the body makes fat to store infection and inflammation. Look at your diet. I bet you're not drinking lots of hot water, okay, like throughout the day in between warm and hot. I bet you that your bowels aren't moving like they should. I bet you you're not doing a whole plant-based diet. I bet you're not doing the pelvic squats. And understand something. The reality is you're going to get fat because guess what? Everywhere else in the world, everybody squats to pee and poo. And they even squat to give birth. They went and closed our legs and said, get on the throne, and that's where you're going to die there. So the reality is you need to open up your legs and open up your pelvis, okay? There's a lot of other things you should do. I would suggest you get a perfect
day consultation. I think she must have. Her mom makes the best hummus, by the way. But
I know, but Lexa needs
help.
to look at her habits.
Yeah, the water fast will help.
She needs to look at her habits. Well, a water fast is going to get rid of it.
Yeah.
But and a water fast will help.
And then stay clean after that. Stay clean. The water fast will reset your metabolism, and then stay clean. Of course, you can have bad things every so often, but not 70-30. It's the other way around. 80-20 maybe would be better. We'll keep
it
would
be.
Away. Yeah.
Can you grab that structure unit? Or
or even one meal a day. That will definitely get rid of the layer of fat. It will get rid of the unnecessary fat. I can tell you that myself. It works on me very well.
Whatever, fatso. Okay, look at her. Look at her.
What?
You don't have any fat. You didn't even have any fat when you came here.
But the water.
A little bit of cellulite, maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
A
little bit.
Okay.
Clap it away. Cellulite. Clapper works the cellulite very well.
Okay.
For your information.
All right.
Okay. That's the water activated funnel. Take the fluoride and chlorine out.
It doesn't have to. Let me tell you something. When the water falls from the skies, why doesn't it poison the birds, the bees, the flowers, the trees? And why are the crops growing the same as they have 500 years ago? Because when you structure water, you don't have to get rid of the toxins in it. It can't harm the body even though you're drinking it. It will come in and leave. And I know you don't want to believe that, but who needs to believe in miracles? I didn't create that. The creator of everything created that. So the water is structured, and if it wasn't structured, there wouldn't be any crops left. There wouldn't be any bugs left. There wouldn't be any birds left. So understand, when I take this, I can put this under any tap around the world. If it doesn't come out yellow, I'm drinking it. And I'd rather drink that than drink any bottled water. Why would I give somebody some money? What are we, like cuckoo? Okay. The reality is a structured water unit, you can go and get like a Berkey filter or get a different coconut filter. At our juice bar here, we have coconut filter plus we have structuring built right in. So people can come and get all their water free from us, right? You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know
no,
that.
well, see, you've only been here like what?
7 months.
Okay, so everybody gets their water free. So they can get it all, it's all here. So you don't have to go anywhere for it. They'll fill up as big a jug as you want. Okay, as often as you want. All right, so that's what I would do. Okay, replying, okay. You know what, I think we got to quit.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to give it up.
Yeah.
I just want to thank everybody for coming. Your questions are great. Let's just see, maybe we'll do one more. A couple years ago, and that'll be it. Yeah, we gotta give it up. Annette, a couple years ago, I had what a chiropractor called a frozen shoulder. There's no such thing. It's crystallization in scar tissue. There's no such thing as a frozen shoulder. Melt the crystallization and do non-surgical and pull the fibers apart, and guess what? It's gone. I'll do one treatment and I'll prove I'm right. And it took months of massage and chiropractor appointments and lots of pain. for a long time now. Having said that, a couple of days ago I lifted something and horrific pain and it came back. That's because, guess what? When you have inflammation, continual inflammation, it's like this is meat. This is made out of meat. So when you have inflammation, that's like a burner, and it's like putting it on the barbecue. You're shrinking the tendons, the ligaments, and the muscle tissue. So when you go for full range of motion, you just tore it out again and you inflamed it again. You don't need a chiropractor. You need to get a Wolf non-surgical therapist to take this apart. But sweetheart, if you take the clapper, I'm serious, it may hurt, so just start like this. And after 3 minutes, you'll be doing this. And then after 5 minutes, you'll be doing this. After 20 minutes, you'll be doing this. And if you were to clap this for 20 minutes for like 5 days in a row, why don't you come on the show and tell everybody how a miracle occurred? But you should still go see a Wolf non-surgical therapist to really go in and go deep and take the fibers apart so the blood flow will go back into here and turn that scar tissue right back into connective tissue. Okay. I lifted something and a horrific pain came. That's because you tore it out again. This morning I clapped that shoulder and chipped, and that pain is 90%. See, I didn't read the rest.
Right. Yeah.
Did you get that, everyone?
Yeah.
So tell me that I don't lie. I tell the truth. And this here, she just said 90% of her pain was gone. Keep it up, sweetheart, and do it every day in every way. And you deserve it. And don't let your family tell you or your mind tell you that you don't have time to do it. You make sure you do it. Okay? All right?
The guy above asked about the eye spray. Start with the 50% silver, 50% bright eyes first. And then if you want, you can go on to just the bright eyes itself. But see how you go. If the blood vision are gone with the silver and the bright eye combination, you don't need to do anything more, right? And then keep putting the bright eyes in your eyes every time. Every hour, every 30 minutes, you can never do too much. The eye needs fluid all the time. If you work on a computer, you may have very dry eyes too.
Oh, well, you can't work on a computer and not burn your brain. Yeah. Next thing is, I'm just going to say this. We've had 3 people ask what an Avacen is. It's A-V-A-S-O-N. Avacen.
A-V-A-C-E-N.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. A-V-A-C-E-N. Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
I dropped out of school really early. Okay, so just know this. It's a device you put your hand in. Anybody can do it. You don't have to do anything else.
The best thing.
And it will actually increase your circulation in your body. You ready for this? 67%. The greatest energy medicine device will only do it up to 33%. That's over double. It's the only thing that I know will put the body into a parasympathetic state within, what, 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
And most people will fall asleep. It will actually, if you knew about circulation, you know that microcirculation makes up 74% of your body. Macrocirculation, which is your veins and arteries, is only 26% of your body. And you cannot have an arterial or vein problem unless you already have a microcirculation problem, which means your arteries are already being blocked up. You think about that one, and we're going to leave you. And how would you like to end the show today? What do you want to tell them?
Please call for a personal consultation. That will really do a lot of shortcut for you. Someone guides you along the way, and first of all, they assess your situation.
Well, they don't have to call. They can just go to consultation, like docofdetox.com, click on consultations, and then pick the person that you gravitate with, okay?
Yeah, with all the issues that we see here, a consultation will be very helpful. And then if you feel you want to come and join us, you love yourself enough to come and join us, please come. This is the best place for healing. I'm here for a whole year because I think it will take me more than that to heal myself mentally, physically, emotionally. The whole life coach.
But even if you could come to a whole life coach just once. April the 29th, the whole life coach starts. Get on a plane, get here.
Yeah.
Okay? Give us a call. Give me a call, extension 5, if you want to talk about it. So we have a whole life coach on the 29th of April. Then we have a Wolf non-surgical 2 days later, which is learning the most powerful body work in the world.
Right.
And you will get this manual with the course. Okay? Yeah. So take a look at this. Okay? You're going to get this manual. It shows you everything. And guess what? We do trainings, okay? Every Monday. If you don't think that we know what we're doing, why don't you come Monday at 3 o'clock And then you other therapists out there, please come on and challenge us. Challenge Jason, challenge Sage, and tell us we don't know what we're talking about. Tell me that I can't take somebody that doesn't have any background in this and teach them. I can. I'll tell you, I can bring a chiropractor up, I can bring a massage therapist, acupuncture, physiotherapist, we can bring their whole game up. And if you've never had any training before, if you've got passion and purpose, you can take any of my courses. Okay? There are no rules, they're for fools. One law, one love, unconditional love for yourself. Live your passion and your purpose. We've got a course in June, July, and we finish, we have one in April, May, and June, and it finishes in July, those three. And then we're booked out, and we're booking out personal treatment and trainings and certifications around the world where we'll come to you for July and August. That means personal treatment and trainings where we'll teach you as a couple or a family how to look after each other, doing the non-surgical on each other, learning the perfect day. We're there for 6 days with you. We'll fly anywhere around the world. Okay, certification will come for one person, or we'll come for two, we'll come up to 6, and we'll send a master trainer, Sage Wolf, and if not, we'll send Jason, and we will send them anywhere around the world during those 2 months, right up till September the 14th. Then we go and we do 3 more courses back to back, and then again in about this first week of December, we will come out for only 2 weeks and do trainings. But we will also send Sage. He will be sent out around the world on a continual basis throughout most of that time, okay? Because we have other master practitioners that are taking over. And understand something, we need you. But we need to come together too. We need to come together, not come apart. And the problem is people are falling apart. We need to fall together. If we're gonna fall, let's fall together and pick each other up.
Are we still having the Zoom Healthy Pelvis course?
Yeah, the pelvic course is on the 5th, 6th, and 7th. And you can call and you can sign up, or you can go on and sign up.
Course.
It's on Zoom and it's for women.
Amazing
Can you tell them what it's about, and then we've got to end this?
Okay.
Okay.
It's a Healthy Pelvis course, and it deals with so much of us women inside us that we have. I attended the last course, and
this is all about your pelvis and your vagina, and understand having the strongest pelvic and having your vagina beyond healthy, like you used to have it when you were a teenager.
Yeah.
Okay.
One little share here. I did a course, and I have a strong pelvis. That to me is the missing link, because when I do my pelvic work in my yoga, in my yin yoga classes, yes, strong, but the vaginal infusion together with the device that the young ladies provided from the pelvis course completed the whole,
which you insert into
which you insert into your vagina to strengthen and to lubricate your vaginal canal, and to stimulate the canal and the clitoris inside your body. I met my husband in Miami. He's going to kill me for that. He said to me, "My goodness, what did you do? Feels like you were 18 again." So he says, I said to him, "Will you come online and share this with the ladies?" He says, "Totally. Every man have to send their wives, their partners, their girlfriends, their lovers for this course." So this is how powerful this course is.
And I have to tell you, when we first started talking about this course, boy, did we get bantering. Is this some kind of sex thing?
No.
Is this some kind of perversion? You know what? You know how we have been taught that this area is dirty? Are you like kidding? This is, okay. This brings life into the world.
Yeah.
And what's wrong with making love? Seriously.
The feminine in you come out. The positiveness in you, and you feel light, and you're just amazing. Some people felt emotions coming up. Pent-up emotions have been stored deep down in that side of our body, the chakra, and it gets lightened up and lit up, and you feel energy, and it's like, wow, this is amazing. So come on and join us. Come on over. Come to Ixtapa. Share.
There's almost 20 people now that have actually are signed up for this Zoom course.
Fantastic, amazing, great.
Yeah.
Nadia and Irina, they're amazing, and then there's Robin, who does the emotional energy.
So what happens when you're doing the course? Let's say if you go a little bit and remember issues in your tissues. Well, a woman will store her deepest emotions in her pelvis and in her breasts, okay? Because the world has a focus on those tissues. Now, if someone feels really emotional, then they will be able to actually go with Robin, and they will have a private session with Robin, okay? And it
She's
will
amazing.
and they will get a discounted rate so that she can help to deal with them, so that she can move forward through a physical or sexual abuse block or emotional abuse block. So there's 3 different ones, guys, and she will help with that. So understand, this course, there's nothing like it. It's 3 days. Go on and take a look at the information. Pelvic pain-free course, all right?
Yeah.
3-day course.
Yeah.
It's on Zoom, 5th, 6th, and 7th. And then we'll also be doing
6, 7, 8.
what?
6, 7, 8.
6, 7, 8. Well, yeah, okay. Who's that guy? You got it? What is it? Okay, all right. It's 2:09. I had a meeting at 1:30. I'm in
Oh,
trouble.
go.
Yeah.
I
We
miss
got to
my-
go. We love you, but we really have to go.
Thank you for
Hey,
joining
brave
us.
hearts. 3, 2, 1. You
I
got
got it.
this. There's nothing wrong, and I guarantee you that if you go one law, one love, unconditional love for yourself, you'll be doing it for everyone else. Thanks for healing the world. God bless.
Cut.
You know, it's not good enough to have the most powerful courses, treatments, and training. We want to deliver to you the adventure of a lifetime that's going to last a lifetime. And I'm going to take you on a little adventure right now and show you what we are going to deliver. What are we going to deliver? We are going to deliver the authentic you, the real you, the genius inside, How would you like to become not just the master of your mind, but the master of your body, the master of your life? You know what? The most important world is your world, and we're about to show you how to create it.
Found Dr. Wolf and all his positivity and trying to reshape our way of thinking and help me be a better person, a better mom, better wife. I'm glad I found him in person in Ixtapa, Mexico.
Never limit yourself to beautiful, because that's what you are. Take a look at this beautiful place. We all deserve beauty in our life. You need to create a new program that is unlimited when it comes to things that are beautiful, things that make you happy, things that make you shine, things that make you feel excited. Let's get excited.
This guy's got something really interesting to say and he's sharing it really openly and we're just really not caring what other people think, and I just thought that was really empowering.
What I've learned in my life is this: to be the change you wish to be the change you wish to see, Braveheart, you have to understand you take life one step at a time.
Dr. Wolf, as many people will have seen, is very direct and straight and will take you to the edge of the cliff, as he says, and then pull you back just in time.
Never lose your focus. Never lose your dream, because you are the dream maker. It's called image, but guess what? It's your imagination. The image that you hold creates the thought that you live with. That thought creates an emotion that creates a frequency, and we know that the invisible creates the physical. I mean, that's quite obvious. So be the power that you seek, and understand something, that all your thoughts matter. And guess what? Unless you're willing to take a look at those thoughts and retrain your brain, change your personality, you'll never change your reality, and your reality could become infinite.
He's a wealth of information, and I love it.
You were created by your creator to create. So let's create something amazing together.
I found Dr. Wolf and I went, wow, here's a truth speaker. And he spoke to my soul and he spoke truth.
So tell me what you think of the destination that I came up with my imagination to hold the whole life coach certification for you. Understand something. It's all about beauty. It's all about adventure. It's all about stimulating the mind, okay? And understanding that your mind is unlimited. And that is what the whole life coach certification is all about. In the whole life coach certification, we are going to go deeper. We have people coming to us, professionals coming to us, from doctors to nurses to accountants to oil riggers to mothers that want to expand their life. And when they come here, they go, I need to learn to help my family, or I want to improve my business. But guess what? We get into their business. When they leave, they become the change that they wish to see, that they wish to be. They become the gift to the world, because when you can stay in the present, and you can't do that until you have unconditional love and care for yourself. And I'll tell you something right now. I have hardly even found 1 out of 1,000 practitioners, or even so-called whole life coaches, that can hold the present moment and own it and then give it as a gift. And this is what I'm going to give to you. And when you come here, this is where you're going to come into this room when you need to find alignment, you need to find balance, and you need to get back into your lion heart breath, because we're going to go deep into your heart and we're going to become the spark that you seek.
And actually what I really love about Dr. Wolf's teachings is that unconditional love is literally it. And then you're like, how can it be that easy? That's just silly. So, but it's really not.
Come play, come stay, come train with us today. Understand something. I know we have fear, but understand, that's just false evidence appearing real. I get it. Stick your toe in, feel the water, but then I want you to dive right in, because
How I found my brave heart was through Daryl. He really teaches you to go within and go in through your heart and not your mind, because your heart's a lot more connected to so much more than your mind. Your mind is just so conditioned and your heart is just so open and beautiful.
You're the answer that you've been looking for. Let me teach you how to fly. What does that mean? First, love yourself, Braveheart. Let's take life in and win.
I had just lost my husband a couple of years ago. With his passing, he gave me the greatest gift to love myself. But Dr. Wolf gave me the greatest gift in understanding that.
I had a dream 3 years ago that I would live in Mexico and I would have this training center, this teaching center, this treatment center that would touch the world. Your dreams are never too big. And when they start to create a little bit of anxiety, turn them into excitement. And get excited because this is your life.
He's the first doctor that I have encountered that has truly given me the truth. And not just half-truths, but the full truth. So it's been revolutionary for me in my healing process.
And this, my friend, when you take on the dream of all dreams and you realize that if you stay connected to your breath, that you can have it all. Do not let anybody take your breath away. Do not let anybody steal your dream, okay? Listen, God gave you imagination. This is your sandbox of life. Take your life back. Right now, we are teaching courses to people that have come from all over the world, and the government is saying you can't travel, you can't breathe, you can't have this, you can't come together. Yes, we will. And we will do it with unconditional love for each other. And we will learn to grow. We will not judge each other. We'll observe and see where we can support each other. But at the same time, we will hold the Braveheart line, because this is the only way that we can grow. So find your roar, because you're so much more. And learn this. You are the unconditional love that you've been looking for. You are the dream maker. I can't wait to see you. We want to become that small piece of the puzzle that brings your dream together. Thank you.